Well, hello and welcome to PM Express. And tonight, it's simple. Gitmo 2 now, Gitmo refugees. They are now refugees of Ghana, and by law, they are entitled to stay. The chronology of this whole saga is what baffles everybody's mind. You know, it's an element of probably carelessness, element of disrespect, element of we are in power, we do what we want, and it just goes on and on and on. How did it happen? Well, a few years ago, it came to light that when Barack Obama did his campaign promise that he was going to empty Guantanamo Bay, which was a camp holding alleged terrorists, and he says he was going to clear it. Most of the people there were not going to stay on USA soil, so they have to find somewhere to stay. Indeed, we are told 52 countries were contacted and some agreed. Somehow, Ghana agreed to take 2 of these detainees. We are told they are of minimal risk, and so they brought them to Ghana. We were told they're going to be here for 2 years and then leave. After 2 years, we are now told that they have been granted refugee status. What are the implications? What are the implications? Who fends for them? Any risks? Any security rates? Can we send them back? What are the questions? I don't know, but I have guests in studio and guests on phone who can really give us the legal and security implications as to what's going on. My name is Nana Zakwa IV, Chief of the Little Republic of Akonwedumasan, running the risk of being sued. Running the risk of being sued, Chief of the Little Republic. When I come back, I'm talking to people with regards to Gitmo 2, lawyers and security experts. Don't go. Well, thank you very much for staying, and we're looking at Gitmo 2, the security and legal implications. Now, if we're talking, let me just say hello, Doctor. Anytime I say someone is going to sue me, you should know Dr. Vlad is in the house, going to sue me for creating a republic in the republic. Doc, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I want to thank you extra because I know all the issues coming up now seems to be international relations, security, and so we have to keep knocking at your door. And thank you for responding to us. But if you are here, I might as well milk you to the last penny. So before we even go to Gitmo 2, IGP gave a comment on Kwabenya with regards to this security. Let's hear what the IGP said. Again, a little comment before we go to Gitmo. So what did the IGP say on this Kwabenya issue?
We have since arrested 2 of the fugitives on Tuesday, 23rd January at Raura in the Volta region. They are Atakwejo and Prince Osei.
The IGP also announced the arrest of some persons, including a woman who aided the escape of the fugitive.
These include a 28-year-old woman named Nancy Benta, alias Urama. The other is George Yeboah Aka, aka Kwesi Shawa. One more person, Kofi Achampong, alias Nana Uwu, age 32, was also arrested yesterday at Afienya. Kofi Achampong is believed to be the spiritual father of the suspects and a source of weapons supply to the criminals. Cultic items such as a coffin and skeletons were found at the place of arrest. We are looking for 7 people, except that we did not have the photograph that was not published.
IG, you need a picture of the 7 suspects to help the public to help with investigations.
Yes, it is not always the case that you need a photograph in order to arrest somebody. If I mention your name and I give your address, your age, I'm sure somebody can recognize you. It may not be as easy as having the photograph, but that does not stop us from getting to who we are looking for.
5 other suspects, Dixon Ofori, Chibuzo Kwaba, Roxin Edem, Kofi Dako, and Emmanuel Kote are still on the run, and the police are calling on members of the public to help with information leading to their arrest. A reward of 15,000 Ghana cedis awaits persons who would give credible information leading to the arrest of the suspect.
Well, thank you very much for saying that was an update on what's happening with regards to the miscreants that went to Kwabenya, broke into the cell to free their friends, and they are being arrested as we speak. But I just want you to comment on this Kwabenya issue. It's a bit...
Well, I think the other time we were talking about this, I said the police are up to the task and that we needed to aid them a little. And I think I'm vindicated because I've been close to them, working together, and I know that given a situation like this and given the necessary kind of push, the police will always be on top of the game. And we are witnesses to what is happening, you know, and if the justice system also helps and that kind of thing. I have always advocated that we need to add some artificial intelligence and to be very okay that these miscreants would then be nipped in the bud right in seconds after they have committed the offenses. Supposing they were wearing body cameras, you know, their helmets are cameraed and their batons and that kind of thing. It will be very difficult for anybody to just get out of the web. So I doff my hat for the IGP. I know him personally, and I know what he's made up of. I mean, you know his background. He's a criminologist, a forensic expert, and therefore these things are within his domain. And I believe that he would get the necessary match-up men and women to help in such situations. What we need is the system to help them. The system is running parallel to what the police should do. As I said, the police organization, I mean, is among other 18 organizations under one ministry. And so the budget pie is always shrinking. It becomes difficult.
This idea of not photographing everyone that comes into the jail. I mean, I don't know, maybe if it's a traffic offense, probably I don't think they would photograph you because you did not signal in time. But if you're caught for pickpocketing or thievery or something, I mean, the protocol, I mean, should they keep a record of you just in case you stole in Kaneshi or not call people can say, look, you've been in Kaneshi before? I don't know.
No, for security reasons, any other person invited to a police station, invited for even interrogation and that sort of thing, must have the documentation to follow the person. What if I need you again? What if you give me false information? What I put you in cell, there is no evidence for now, and I said, okay, go. So any person invited for whatever it is must have data taken from them, including fingerprint. Those especially who have been put in cells. In fact, that is where you need that most. And there must be cameras because you don't know how they plan. I mean, every fugitive would want to have an escape. Some dig through the wall, some through the ceiling, some even in the US, we watch films, and they are real. People dig and make actual, what do you call it, holes underground, and then, you know, they escape. So you must have data on them. Once you invite a person there, anything can happen. Either he could escape or cause harm or whatever, and you don't have any data on the person. So I believe that it's about time. They are not doing it anyway. I don't know what happens at the police stations. It's about time we did that.
Okay, Doc, I'll get you back so we look at police killings, you know, so that we have like a comprehensive